Hey, it's Gabriel here and welcome to What? People say it's the brain, others say it's the heart. Because of this, I'll call a couple of friends on this channel today for them to tell me which is important. Is it the brain or the heart? Thank God they are medical students and so they have enough knowledge about the heart and the brain to tell me which of them is important. Well, for you to also follow what you are doing keenly, I need to explain what the heart and the brain does. Before I get straight into the video, I would love that you click on the subscribe button if you want to enjoy more of this content, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell so I get notified anytime I upload a new video. Well, for YouTube to suggest my video to a lot of people, you need to click on that like button. Also, don't forget to comment in the comment section. It's very important to suggest the topics on which you want me to discuss on this channel. Well, let's find out from my friends, to them, which is important. Is it the brain or the heart? Well, the heart is a muscular organ, just like the size of a fist, like this. It is actually located behind and slightly on the left of the chest bone. The heart.
Hello, Noah. Good evening.
Hello. Evening.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very fine, Noah. Noah, I actually have a question for you, okay? Okay. Like as a medical student, you've learned a lot about the heart and the brain, okay? So I'm actually here to ask you, which of these organs do you think is very important in the human system?
Okay. Really, based on what I've learned and then
in the medical school, yeah.
In the medical field,
Yeah.
if the brain coordinates everything
So you think the
in
brain,
the body,
yeah.
yeah, the
you've made
brain
your choice.
coordinates
Is
everything.
the brain that's
so,
important?
like, let's say someone is brain dead.
Okay.
If the person is brain dead, although the heart might be working.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
The heart might be working. It depends on the where or which part of the brain which is not functioning well.
Okay.
So sometimes the brain might be dead,
Okay.
but the heart can still function.
Okay.
It's not all the time that you have a brain dead patient and then the heart will be functioning. The heart might still be functioning.
Okay.
So me, for instance, let me say, although the brain is the master behind everything,
Yeah.
but there are some point in time that based on which part of the brain which is not functioning,
Yeah.
that will have the effect on the heart.
Okay.
So the heart can still work while the brain is not functioning well.
Okay.
So basically, me, I will go with the heart.
Okay, very good, because
For
you just
me, I'll
stated the
go with
reason
the heart.
why you think
Yeah.
you go for the heart. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
for how I see it.
Yeah, that's that you've made a choice, and so it's the heart for you. And the reasons why, the reason why you chose the heart is what you stated early on. Thank you very much, Noah,
Yeah.
for actually answering
Okay.
my question. And then have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Based on everything you've learned about the heart and the brain in the medical school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heart and the brain, okay.
Yeah. Which of these organs do you think is the most important organ in the human system?
The heart and
The heart or the brain?
is the most. The
Yeah.
brain is the most important.
Okay, to you. You said the brain is the most important organ to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Between the heart and the brain is the most
Is the most
important.
important. Okay, please can you give me one reason why you think the brain is the most important one?
The brain is the most. The brain is the most important because
Okay.
when you die, when you are considered dead, clinically dead,
Okay.
that means your heart stops beating.
Yeah.
But your brain is actually not dead. Your brain is the last part of your body to die.
Okay.
So that shows that your brain is the most important because it actually stands test of time of death. So you can actually be clinically dead, which means your heart has stopped beating,
But your
but
brain will still live
your
on.
brain is still alive before
Okay.
you die, before you finally fully die.
Okay.
And the heart is also controlled by the brain, so that means the heartbeat.
Depends on the brain.
What?
That means the heartbeat depends on the brain, according to you.
Somehow, not totally dependent,
Okay.
because the heart can actually beat independent of the brain outside the body.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but to my point, the brain is the last thing to die. So therefore, that shows you that
It's the most important organ between the heart
Yes, exactly.
and the brain. Okay.
That's my point.
Okay. Thank you very much, and have a very wonderful evening.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, Richard.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, Gabriel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Richard.
Yeah, me so call like.
Yeah. I'm actually. I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're already a doctor, and then you know more about the heart and the brain. And actually, my question is: between these two organs, which one do you think is the most important one? The heart and the brain.
Which one is more
important? That's between the heart and the brain, based on the knowledge you've gotten so far about the heart and the brain.
I think the brain.
Yeah. Richard, please, can you give me one reason why you think is the brain that's the most important one between the two?
We see. I don't know if you study about this one. When to declare a patient to be dead.
No, I don't think I've not gotten to that place yet. Yeah.
Okay. You get there. It is. We call it more cerebral.
Okay.
When the brain is dead, the heart can be working.
Yeah.
But the person is dead. The person can come back to life.
Okay.
You get it?
I get you.
So like the consciousness of the person all comes from the brain. When the brain is dead,
Okay.
any part of the body can be working. they're only good for transplantation.
Okay.
But the person is gone.
Yeah, okay. So it means you can have your heart working without the brain, you are just useless.
You can have the heart working. Yeah.
Okay.
But if the brain is dead, the person is no longer alive.
Okay. Thank you very much for your choice. And then have a very wonderful evening.
Yeah, you too.
Actually, I find that the question is very complicated. The answer for the question is very complicated because you cannot ask that question which one is more important, because they are both important. In addition to that, they are both reliable on each other. Okay. They're both dependent on each other. Okay. You can't live with our heart and you can't live with our brain. It's true that the heart can live with our brain because the brain is controlling the heart by the sympathetic and parasympathetic system. Yeah. And in another hand, the heart pumps blood to the brain, and the brain cannot survive without blood. Yeah. So I would say it's a very complicated answer. Actually, they are both more important. Yeah. That's my question. It's going to be they are both as important as.
So the heart is as important as the brain, the same as the brain is important as the heart.
Yeah, they're equally important.
Yeah, they're equally important. I get you very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true that the brain is more complex.
Yeah, the brain is a very complex organ, of course.
It's very complex, and we even with these technologies nowadays, we couldn't know much about the brain
until now,
because we are missing a lot of it.
Yeah, advanced.
But the heart is a very simple organ.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Not that much complicated, but it do a lot.
Yeah. So, but here lies the case: you are to make a choice. But for you, you've decided to go for both of them as.
Yeah, I decided to go for both of them.
Okay. And thank you very much, Zahi, and have a very wonderful day.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure, Gabriel.
Allô, me respect mon nom.
Allô?
Oui, me respect mon nom.
Oui, bonsoir, ça va?
Ça va bien et vous?
Oui, ça va.
Oui, c'est Gabriel, je voulais vous poser une question.
Oui, Gabriel, dis-moi.
Oui, en fait, d'après votre connaissance comme un résident en cardiologie, d'après vous, entre le cœur et le cerveau, c'est quel organe qui est le plus important pour le corps humain?
Les deux organes sont importants et se valent. Quel est l'intérêt de la question?
C'est pour savoir quel organe le plus important. En fait, c'est juste pour une vidéo.
Cette question, on se la pose depuis toujours. Hein.
Ah, je vois.
Mais si le corps arrête de battre, le cerveau n'aura plus suffisamment de sang.
Oui.
Mais bon. Mais on ne peut pas catégoriquement dire que c'est le cœur qui est l'organe le plus noble de l'organisme.
Mais si vous êtes obligé, de faire un choix.
Si je suis obligé de faire un choix, je vais choisir le cœur.
Et pourquoi? Vous pouvez me dire?
Je viens de te le dire.
Ah, donc ça veut dire que je n'ai pas bien entendu.
Comment?
Ça veut dire que je n'ai pas bien entendu. C'est ce que vous venez de dire.
C'est le cœur qui irrigue le cerveau. C'est lui qui apporte le sang au cerveau.
Ok. Donc merci beaucoup mon loup.
Je t'en prie.
Oui, et bonne soirée.
Bonne suite de soirée.
Oui, merci. Ok, je voulais te demander, voilà, concernant le cœur et le cerveau, entre les deux, c'est quel organe qui est le plus important dans le corps humain?
Qui est le plus important?
Voilà.
Bon, non, là c'est très compliqué.
C'est compliqué.
Parce que le cerveau, c'est la pièce maîtresse de l'organisme. Mais le cœur aussi, c'est le muscle qui permet c'est la pompe de l'organisme. Donc bon, moi entre le cœur et le cerveau, Gabriel, moi je veux dire le cerveau, parce que quand on te tire une balle dans le cerveau, tu meurs directement. Quand c'est une balle dans le cœur, ça te prend plus de temps pour mourir. Donc moi, en partant de ce point de vue-là, moi je vais dire que c'est le cerveau.
Ok, merci beaucoup Maluma. Et
tu as compris ce que j'ai dit?
Oui, j'ai bien compris. C'est ça.
Voilà, Gabriel, quand tu prends une arme, tu tires quelqu'un dans le cerveau, il meurt
directement sur place.
Instantanément. Mais quand tu tires quelqu'un au niveau du cœur, il va faire quelques minutes comme ça, quelques secondes comme ça avant de mourir, il va souffler, tout ça. Donc pour moi, je veux dire que le cerveau, quand tu touches le cerveau, il est plus... ses conséquences sont immédiates par rapport à quand tu touches le cœur. Donc, pour moi, c'est le cerveau.
Voilà, merci beaucoup et j'ai bien compris. Donc, tu as fait un choix. Tu as choisi le cœur et tu as donné ta raison. Donc, merci beaucoup et puis bonne nuit.
Non, j'ai pas choisi le cœur, j'ai dit le cerveau.
Pardon, c'est le cerveau. Ok, merci beaucoup et bonne nuit.
Voilà, d'accord.
Hello, good evening, Dina. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
I am also doing very well.
Thanks.
Good. Dina, I have a question.
How are you doing?
I am also doing very well, Dina. Can you hear me? I have a question for you.
Yes,
okay.
Sure.
Okay. And my question is, based on everything you've learned in the medical school so far about the brain and the heart, which of these two organs do you think is the most important organ in the human system?
The last part, what was it?
I am asking, based on everything you've learned in the medical school so far about the heart and the brain, which of these two organs do you think is the most important one?
The most important one?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say that both of them are important, of course.
Okay.
But if I have to choose one, I would go with the heart, of course.
Okay.
The heart would be important because it's the vital organ and it sends the blood to all over your body, your organs, and it makes you stay alive.
Okay.
Because when you lose the heart, you're dead, of course.
Yeah, you are dead.
But sometimes when the head loses his functions, you can still be alive.
Okay.
You're gonna go into a coma, yes.
Yeah.
But there is a hope that you're gonna get better by this time.
Okay.
That if you lose the heart, there is no chance. You are dead.
Back. Yeah, I get you. Thank you very much, Dina. And then you've made your choice.
Yeah.
And you went in for the heart, and you gave the reason why you chose the heart. Okay. Thank you very much for partaking, and have a very wonderful evening.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Gabriel.
Okay. Hello, Job. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah. Hey.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
I'm also fine, Job. Job, I have a question for you, okay? You are a medical student, and so you've learned a lot about the heart and the brain. So based on whatever you learned about the heart and the brain, which of these organs do you think is the most important organ in the human system?
Is the what?
Is the most important organ the heart or the brain?
The heart or the brain?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the heart.
It's the heart. Give me one reason why you think it's the heart.
Because I think like the heart is the heart which supplies blood, and then before the brains work, it needs blood in order to function.
Okay. So that's why that's one of the reasons why you think the heart is important than the brain.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Job, and then have a very wonderful evening.
Okay. Thank you, Ajay.
Okay.
Okay.
Je voulais te demander, entre le cœur et le cerveau, c'est quel organe le plus important d'après toi, d'après toutes tes connaissances?
Pour moi, l'organe le plus important, après le cœur et le cerveau.
Voilà.
Je pense que c'est le rein. Je veux dire, c'est le rein.
Le rein. Mais je voulais te demander si tu es obligé de prendre entre le cœur et le cerveau.
Entre le cœur et le cerveau, je veux dire que c'est le cerveau. C'est le centre de tout, tu vois. Voilà. C'est le cerveau. Moi, je veux dire le cerveau.
Voilà. Et pourquoi? Je voulais que tu me dises. Voilà.
Je pense que l'origine de tout, l'origine des sentiments, l'origine de tout ce qu'on voit, tout ce qu'on sent, c'est le cerveau. Ce sont des réactions chimiques au niveau du cerveau. Et notre corps explique ces réactions comme ça.
Oh, je vois.
Tu arrives à voir comment je vois les choses.
Oui. Ok.
Alors, c'est pour ça que je dis que le cerveau, c'est le numéro 1.
Voilà. Entre le cœur et le cerveau pour le corps humain. Merci beaucoup et puis bonne soirée, Abdullah.
Ouais, pas de problème. Merci pour l'appel.
Ok.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am greater than Accra. Well, Eric, I have a question for you, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And based on everything you've learned in the medical school about the heart and the brain, which of these two organs do you think is the most important one?
Okay, so I think the brain is the most important organ in the human body. Yeah.
Okay. Please, can you give me one reason why you think it's the brain for you?
Oh, okay, so I think the whole human body depends on the brain, and the heart depends on the brain too. And there are some even theories that shows that the heart itself has a mini brain, and that's what we call the synaptic node. So and that's what people even use to justify that the heart can survive on its own, but they forget the fact that the heart on its own can never survive because it always has to depend on the brain. So yeah, the argument is simple. The heart is a vital organ, but the brain is the most important organ in the human body.
Not actually in the human body. Well, that's up to you. But I was actually asking between the two. So still, that makes it the fact that the brain is the most important one between the brain and the heart.
Yes, the brain is the most important organ.
So thank you very much, and then have a very wonderful evening.
Okay.
Finally, I've come to the end of the video, and as you can see for yourself on the screen, you know the number of people who chose the heart and the number of people who chose the brain. Well, I know a lot of people are actually waiting for my opinion to know which side I'll be choosing, but I can't take sides for the sake of my subscribers. You know, I don't want to divide my subscribers, so on the camera I can't take sides. Maybe I don't know, after some days I might decide to actually put my opinion in the comment section if I'm really asked. Okay, so if you really want to know, you can go ahead and ask me in the comment section, and then I will do that. But on camera, I'm very sorry. So now what's going to happen is that a lot of people gave their reasons why they chose between this organ. They made a choice between the heart and the brain, and yeah. So what's going to, they gave their reasons to, and I feel like their reasons were just one each, which is not actually enough. So I decided to randomly pick two people, one person who chose the heart and one person who chose the brain. Then they will actually come here, like the studio right now, in front of the camera. Not right now, obviously. Yeah, I will set a date whereby they will come here and they have to battle it out. Why the person who took the brain think is the right or is the most important organ, and why the person who took the heart thinks is the most important organ. And I feel like with this we can learn a lot to actually understand how these organs work, and why they need to protect these organs, these vital organs. Yeah, why they need to actually protect them. Yeah, so finally I've come to the end of the video, and I think you guys enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for sticking around. And this has been it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section if you really want to know my side. Why not? Comment and then I'll give you the answer. Yeah, I will definitely give the right answer. Don't worry. Just comment, ask me there. And also, don't forget to share the video. Yeah, and like, because the more you like, the more YouTube suggests the video to a lot of people. So that together we can save lives. So yeah, this has been it, and see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, if you would want to watch my video with actually had a conversation with a kid about some signs and symptoms of some particular sickness, and yeah, just right there, click, it will be here. I'll place it right here. Click on it and you are going to watch it for yourself.
I heard